here it is. Gurren Lagann versus White Lantern. And we shall begin now.
Simone the Digger.
Kyle Rayner, the White Lantern.
Two men born of Earth with the willpower to pierce the heavens and conquer infinity.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Hold up. Zephy, because I know how much you hate Boomstick, here's your chance to toss something at him.
There you go. It should be showing up in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, right there. Nice. How you feeling?
Super psyched.
All right. Yep. To give you guys context, we've done these reactions before, and often, okay,
It's
so
been a hot minute too.
So Zephyr is a safe for work streamer, so she's not like me, who doesn't really care about a lot of things, but she does. So whenever she streams, I try my best to pick the most tame episodes. But Boomstick over here still tries to get her canceled.
He always finds a way to ruin it.
Yeah. like the time he showed the Rule 34 image of Renamon. Oh god.
Oh god. Then of course freaking naked Deadpool.
Oh god. Oh yeah, let's not talk about that one.
Yeah, let's not.
Alright. But like I said, you're not streaming, so you'll be fine. Especially since, we've never seen this, so we didn't know what to expect. And Gurren Lagann is known for its fan service. So expect to see, boobies.
To find out who would win a death battle. Deep underground, Jiha Village lived in dreary isolation, oblivious to the wider world above their squalid cave.
That's where the hero of our story comes in. The young man who would lead
Listen, point.
his comrades into the sunlight at last. Kamina, the great and mighty. Oh, and his little brother from another mother, Simone. He was there too, I guess.
Simone was a digger, content to drill endlessly through the dirt, until the day he found the core drill.
You know what's funny that his name's pronounced Simone instead of Simon? Because
Yeah.
Simone is like the Spanish version of that word.
What, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah, I never knew that.
So in theory, Simone is part Mexican. Yay!
I always thought it was just a unique pronunciation in the name for the anime.
No, it's a Mexican thing.
A key that activated the mysterious buried mech that Kamina named Lagann. Under his magnificently masculine leadership, Kamina finally drilled their way to freedom, seeing the sun after a life in the dark.
But the sky was by no means the limit. The surface was ruled by the cruel chimeric beastmen, and Kamina would lead his compatriots against them to reclaim the Earth for humanity, scoring a second mech in the process, aptly named Gurren.
And as befits Kamina and Simone's unbreakable brotherly bond, Gurren and Lagann merged, creating Gurren Lagann.
With Kamina
Gurren was actually called Gunzar originally before they captured it.
Gunzar?
Yeah.
That's an interesting
Because it was owned by the Beastmen at the time. Before they commandeered it.
Well, that's right. You're the expert here, so you know a lot about this anime.
Oh yeah.
So perhaps you'll be able to fill in any blank spaces that these guys might leave.
Ahead, these two were unstoppable.
Of all the giant fighting robots in all the animes across history, Gurren Lagann might just be the absolute coolest, fueled by its pilot's willpower and capable of making any weapon they can imagine.
Including missiles, a jetpack, a sunglasses boomerang, and of course...
Drills!
Yeah, these guys have a drill fetish. Oh, man.
Wrist-mounted drills, kunai drills, shield drills, kamehameha drills, and everyone's favorite, the Giga Drill Bureku! Side note, it is so funny that the only thing they could think of was drills.
You know, just a random fact, just a random thing that hit me. Watching this reminds me of a game called what's it called again? It's that game from Nintendo. Fuck. It was on Game Boy
Dig
Advance.
Dug?
Huh?
Dig Dug?
No, that's Namco. You play as a pink-toed girl and a drill machine. What's it called again? Ah,
Uh,
my brain hurts. Help!
Mr. Driller Drill Spirits?
No, that can't be it. No, it was made by Nintendo. It was on the Game Boy Advance. She was even an assist trophy in Smash Brothers. Oh boy, I'm Zephy. I'm breaking error.
I don't mean, this is the first I've heard of it.
I don't think that's on Switch though. I mean, on the Game Boy Advance thingy.
We just
Drill.
said it was a DS game.
No, I said Game Boy Advance game. Drill Dozer. That's the name of the game. Drill Dozer. That's what this reminds me of.
Oh, that game!
I want to play it now. And guess what? I've never played it.
Neither have I.
And that's surprising because you're a big fan of this anime, which means you love drills. So you would think you would try Drill Dozer.
I completely forgot about it until you pointed it out.
Well, now you know for future streams.
That's like if I made booze or something my whole personality.
With Gurren Lagann's awesome
Hola.
Kamina
But Boomstick, booze is your personality.
laid waste to enemy forces, liberated human villages, and fomented a rebellion against the Beastmen King, Lord Genome.
Until Kamina died.
Yeah, spoiler alerts.
Yeah, and honestly, I've seen the anime, but this is the farthest I've gotten. Man, just when they
It
just when he,
still hits hard.
I know, especially after he and Yoko finally hook up.
Was that supposed to happen?
Nope, and it was all Simone's fault. He let his willpower waver, and his soul
R.I.P. you magnificent bastard.
Yep.
It was all Simone's fault. He let his willpower waver, and his soul brother paid the price. After all, he was just a humble digger, at home in the darkness, guided solely by the light of Kamina's spirit.
So his big bro left him with these final words. Have faith in the Simone who believes in you. Damn.
Kamina was the one looking up to him the whole time. It was Simone who found Lagann, Simone who pierced the surface, and Simone who would now lead humanity to victory.
Especially with his gal pal Nia at his side, who helped pull him out of his rut and kick Lord Genome's ass. But victory only lasted 7 years before the anti-spiral attacked.
Unimaginably powerful godlike aliens, the
Wait, did that moon just come to life? Oh god, it's Majora's Mask all over again.
anti-spiral feared humanity's potential, what they dubbed the spiral nemesis.
Remember,
I would still say the Majora's Mask moon is still like scarier.
It sure does. It sure does.
Humanity's potential, what they dubbed the spiral nemesis.
remember how Gurren Lagann runs on fighting spirit? Turns out that's just a manifestation of spiral power, an energy that all spiral beings, like humans, have. That's right, the laws of physics run on chutzpah.
Just as the spiral turned inward represents endless obsession and madness, the spiral turned outward spins forever into endless obsession and madness.
Speaking of spirals, this image is from the anime slash.
Junji Ito.
Huh?
Junji Ito.
Nope. It's for the anime slash manga Uzumaki,
Ugh.
and I did read it. It's a short manga, only like 3 volumes, but my god, is it disturbing.
I'll take your word for it.
madness. The spiral turned outward spins forever into infinity, the perfect representation of humanity's evolutionary potential.
Potential Simon would use as he led Team Gurren across the multiverse to take the fight to the anti-spiral. And this is when Gurren Lagann gets crazy.
Channeling spiral power lets you constantly adapt to threats, no matter how overwhelming. Simon can create portals to different realities and higher dimensions. He can generate force fields, absorb energy attacks, and even merge Gurren Lagann with bigger and stronger machines.
Creating the Arc Gurren Lagann, which is strong enough to shatter space and time with a punch.
Or the Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann, which can fire lasers that are fast enough to...
Rayner is gonna have his work cut out for him here.
Yeah, because this is starting to get ridiculous.
Oh, you haven't seen anything. You haven't seen nothing yet.
Oh God.
Quote, all time, space, and dimensions, all within a Planck instant.
That's the smallest unit of time physically possible.
Meaning each laser would have to be moving 4.6 times 10 to the 117th power times faster than light.
It's a lot of
You
math.
heard that right! You heard that right! What were you saying?
Times 10 to the 107th.
I'm just shocked by that big number. I mean, the number's so big that there's no word for it.
17th power times faster than light. Oh, well, looks like this wins the award for fastest calculated speed feat in our show's history.
Yep. Guess. Wow, Gurren Lagann just took gold in that. You wanna know what silver and bronze is?
What?
And in Death Metal's history, the silver goes to SpongeBob.
What?
He unraveled the entire universe in just 5 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
But you're gonna be happy about this. The bronze goes to Mega Man.exe.
Oh hell yeah.
So,
I figured EXE was on that list.
yeah, they're calculating that time he had to travel the entire digital space in order to find a solution to their current dilemma where Base was about to get killed.
He literally just went to Google.
I guess they're not wrong.
I mean, yeah, series does take place on the freaking internet. He literally just Googled it.
Pretty much.
Congratulations, Gurren Lagann.
Move over, SpongeBob. You've been dethroned.
Oh my God.
But there's the EXE right there.
Yeah, they brought it up right here.
SpongeBob, you've been dethroned. Oh, and the guidebook says they hit an innumerable number of enemies across infinite universes. You literally cannot calculate how fast that is.
But it wasn't enough to escape the anti-spiral's greatest trap, the multiverse labyrinth, an attack that imprisons Simon in his own unique multiverse, forced to experience an infinite number of alternate realities that controlled his mind, permanently arresting him in a dream world.
Like I keep saying, multiverse series is a bitch.
Exactly. What did you get me into? Oh wow.
Except Simon and his spiral power are just built different. And after being inspired by his bro, Simon absorbed that whole multiverse.
On the bright side, Kamina does briefly come back.
Oh, that's good to know.
Briefly.
This is even more impressive is that this labyrinth was 11-dimensional, meaning Simon absorbed a higher dimensional structure several orders of infinity greater than himself. The jump between dimensions is basically infinite.
Hi, Bill Cipher.
Goes everywhere.
Than himself. The jump between
Right there in the bottom left.
Yeah, I see him.
dimensions is basically infinite.
Aren't you supposed to still be in therapy?
Perhaps.
dimension adds a new direction of space that extends infinitely, thus an infinite gap in size and scope.
What?
Oh, we're just getting started. Imagine a two-dimensional drawing interacting with a three-dimensional person.
Okay. That's not too far off from what actually happened.
Because
Yeah, Bill Cipher. He's two-dimensional. He interacts in a 3D world.
Mm-hmm.
when Simon absorbed the multiverse labyrinth, he merged with every alternate universe version of himself, including an alternate universe Simon who is writing his own alternate universe version of Gurren Lagann.
It's just so ridiculously meta. Guys, I think we broke him.
Yeah, you did.
The power of anime grills has broken him.
Wait, anime girls?
Grills.
Anime
Grills.
anime grills. Yeah, you're right. It did.
Alternate universe Simon, who is writing his own alternate universe version of Gurren Lagann. And that author's spiral power made his fictional Simon real, adding another to the mix.
Wait, if every human being has spiral power, you're telling me we can all do this shit?
This all gave our Simone enough spiral power to form the next step in mecha evolution, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
This is when Gurren Lagann...
Yeah, keep in mind, this Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is the size of the observable universe. Power scaling, thy name is Gurren Lagann.
Once we get to call Rayner, I like to see what he'll I like to see what he can do because he need if he has any chance of winning this, he needs to pull something out of his ass.
Toppa Gurren Lagann.
This is when Gurren Lagann gets actually fucking crazy.
Okay, he just said this is where it gets really fucking crazy. As if it wasn't crazy enough. You mean it gets even more chaotic?
I will say this much.
What
I
can
will
we?
say this much.
What?
This isn't even their final form.
God damn! How much? My God! How much more? Wow!
There's only one form left.
What could possibly top this?
You'll
Shooting
see.
missiles that alter probability so they have a 100% chance of hitting you, or tossing galaxies around like frisbees. Sorry, did I say galaxies? I meant universes.
Simon's power was so immense that he started
Wait! Did I hear that right? Those are not galaxies. Those are universes.
Yes.
Sorry, did I say galaxies? I meant universes.
Simon's power was so immense.
You really need to finish this show.
Dude. Hey, Kamina. Wait, that's still Simon,
Wait,
isn't it?
Yeah, that's still Simon.
Oh, he looks just like Kamina
He has
now.
his own. He has his own fancy pair of glasses, and these are shaped like a star.
Nice.
Sorry, did I say galaxies? I meant universes.
Simon's power was so immense that he started generating super spiral space, a higher dimension encompassing our own universe.
With it, Simon turns his thoughts into reality, letting him create his mech and all of its weapons in the first place.
Basically, they become gods.
No shit.
No longer needs co-pilots, he can also regenerate any damage done to him or his mech just by willing it back into existence.
Also, you see that blast from a second ago?
Yeah.
That is an attack called Infinity Big Bang Storm. All right, this is created from the greatest moment that black and purple mech heck on the left. The Infinity Big Bang Storm is created when the Grand Bomber mashes two universes together, and it just unleashes a giant fuck off laser from the energy created, and the energy created is on par with the freaking Big Bang.
And that is mind blowing. And Simon still tanks that?
With some help with Lord, with some help of Lord Chanel.
No, he fucking tanked the Big Bang. Shit.
him or his mech just by willing it back into existence.
Like when Lord Genome used spiral power to survive quantum breakdown, or the time Nia, now the best wife in the universe, used spiral power to constantly regenerate her body from being erased at the informational level for 7 days straight.
Information in physics is essentially the ones and zeros that make up every possible outcome in reality. Nia literally regenerated from the
Wait. Go back a second.
Okay, here.
Sure. No, just keep going.
Information in physics is essentially the ones and zeros that make up every possible outcome in
Wait,
reality.
stop. Oh, okay. Just like a. Okay, just maybe like 1 second before that.
Okay.
So like 722.
Physics is essentially the ones and zeros that make up every possible.
Okay, stop. That's what you Sector 5 called the Yoko. The freaking hearts of called the Yoko.
What about Kolyoko?
No, that's Sector 5. The like main. The
Oh,
like, big main sector of the Yoko itself, the virtual world you go to. That background right there.
Big ass spear. Yeah, I'm familiar with Sector 5.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
That's the power of editing, my friend.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a Kolyoko character to be honest with you. In fact, one demand I've been hoping for is that they would include Odd de la Roba.
Ooh.
And yes, I have an opponent in mind for him.
Who?
Cat Noir.
Oh.
Think about it. They're both cat boys. They're both made by the French, and that's it. That's the only common ground. Oh, and they're both goofballs.
Yeah. Yeah, though keep in mind his powers only exist on Lyoko, so it wouldn't be a death battle for Odd if he loses. It would just be a virtualization.
Then you obviously haven't seen the season where they were able to transfer from Lyoko to the real world with their powers intact.
Oh yeah, true.
There you go. So yeah, that fight would still be possible.
Outcome in reality. Nia literally regenerated from the statistical certainty of her own destruction.
If I have spiral power, whiz, where the fuck is my leg growing back?
When even this was not enough for the anti-spiral, Simone evolved one more time.
God damn it! I know you warned me, but
I warned you.
I know you did. But
say before there was one more form.
I know, but it still shocked me when they bring it up. Still,
Into Super Tangentopa Gurren Lagann!
This mech is so big, its size is literally incalculable. And with a drill somehow even larger than that, Simone and his friends shattered the anti-spiral once and for all.
Hey, cruel indifference of the universe! Meet the indomitable human spirit!
Proving Kamina's words prophetic, that Simone's drill is the drill that would pierce the heavens.
With no more worlds left to conquer, Simone chose to wander the earth for the rest of his days, in service to others.
Always looking up, for all the lights in the sky are stars, and every star another world of spiral cousins that can live free.
All thanks to a humble digger.
wait, did I see that right though? Did his wife die?
Well, yeah, it's like Nia, the girl with the blue hair.
Really, brother?
She was what? Wait, what did Brad say?
No, he threw a monkey at us.
Oh.
Cosmic Bush Bomb, you made it! You're just in time because we're about to watch Gurren Lagann fight with the White Lantern. So continue, Zephyr. Continue your thought.
But yeah, his wife Nia was like a sort of monitor or messenger, something sent by the anti-spiral to observe them. I think, and once humanity hit like a certain condition, that that's when the anti-spiral would start their assault, and Nia would be at the sort of not forefront, but she'd be like a key member of the force.
I see. So since she was a part of the anti-spiral, Simone kills the anti-spiral, and therefore she can no longer exist, right?
Yeah, the anti-spiral was like the linchpin of her existence.
Oh,
So sadly, she's gone.
that is messed up. You know, she was beautiful. She loved Simone. They were good. They were great together.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, well, this is normally the part where I ask you what his chances are, but because you're already an expert at this anime, um, there's no need for your opinion.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like I should be asking you what you think Kyle Rayner's chances are against this guy.
Well, I don't know much about Kyle Rayner, but I do know I have seen Hal Jordan and um John Stewart in action. They're both Green Lanterns from Earth. Kyle Rayner is another Green Lantern on Earth from Earth. Well, at least he started off as a Green Lantern. Uh, Here's what I do know though. Every Lantern, um, even though they're different in color, they are similar in power, but there are a few differences compared to the other. Thanks for that, Brad. Compared to the other lanterns. So, but to be honest though, I'm not sure what um
Aw,
those differences are. But all I do know is that every color does are similar in their own way, and
right.
so but the Green Lantern, he is pretty strong in his own right. So I don't know what difference it'll make for Kyle to gain the power of the White Lantern, but we're about to find out.
Yep.
All right. But as of right now, though, like I said, after witnessing this analysis, the White Lantern really needs to pull something out of his ass if he has any chance of winning this.
The universe is a dangerous place. Should you find yourself face to face with an interdimensional vampire, alien dictators, or this one really pissed off cat, you know who to call.
The Green Lantern Corps! They're the Space Fuzz, an intergalactic police force founded billions of years ago by blue leprechaun gods.
And the greatest.
Sorry, it was just funny to hear him call him that. Uh, now, now I did watch an anime like Green Lantern film that actually explains the origins of the Green Lantern. It was actually a unique film. You know, I was in my local library, and they allow you to check out movies sometimes. And I found this random animated Green Lantern film, and essentially what this film was, it was okay. Even though there was a main plot, even though there was a main plot, they did they did kind of like sidetrack a bit and tell stories of other Green Lanterns. Um,
Hmm.
and one of those stories I was told, like, so this includes like a specific Green Lantern. Um, Forgot her name, but it did focus on her. I think she was royalty. I also focused on Mogo, the living planet. That one was a funny story, by the way. I should tell you at some point. And of course, they also told the origin of the Green Lantern Corps as a whole. And but yes, those are known as the Guardians. They did create the Green Lantern rings to essentially create balance in the universe. And the way and since green represents the power of will, the ring chooses their wearer, not the other way around.
Oh.
In fact, one of the first, I think they created like eight Green Lantern rings at first. So one of the first chosen happens to be some ordinary guy who was nothing more than a scribe. I think a scribe is someone who just keeps records of things.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you something. The Guardian's most useless council in the universe. Hey, I see Goldie knows a thing or two about the Green Lantern.
Green Lantern among them was everyone's favorite, Hal Jordan.
You know him, you love him, you might hate him, but you
Oh.
I think they confirmed that they're gonna redo that death battle because the last time they did it, it was super controversial.
Which one was that? Hal Jordan versus Ben 10?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people do not like the way um it was presented because for starters, Hal Jordan was constantly compared to other Green Lanterns, and they kept saying, "Oh, this Green Lantern was able to do this, so we believe Hal Jordan is capable of the same thing. So that was considered an accurate analysis, and also the fact that they argued that Ben could not use all his powers at once, even though the Omnitrix can instantly switch into whatever alien he needs. Um, uh, and not to mention the way the fight was presented as well, because the biggest controversy, in my opinion, during the simulator was the way um Alien X was portrayed. Alien X is a universal powered being that literally has power over the universe itself. But they treat him like a brawler, and not to mention, um, they they had him do a lot of things that just would not. It's just something that aliens would just not do. So overall, the fight in itself, the analysis, it was all poorly done, and therefore they're gonna redo the fight. I think they already confirmed it.
Yeah, it doesn't Alien X work on just trying to get two cosmic beings to agree with each other?
See, that's the biggest one of all. Hold on. Goldie says, in fairness, Hal Jordan has been known to quickly adapt to everything taught put to him. That is fair. Um, but like I said, that's like the biggest thing of all. So they argued. This is part of their argument. There was a scene where Alien X was forced to redo the universe because it was completely erased, which
Oh.
which Alien X can do, but Alien X also had the power to stop it. And their argument was, oh, Alien X redid the universe because he couldn't stop it in the first place. No, see, the reason Alien X could not stop the universe from being erased is because Ben and the other two beings were in the middle of an argument.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, Alien X could have stopped it, but they were just not agreeing with each other. That is not. So it's not that for far fetched that any feat another Green Lantern can do, Hal can do. Okay, okay,
Yes, someone needs to bit slap those two cosmic beings inside Alien X. That is just beyond ridiculous.
okay, Goldie, you make a good point there, but overall, Ben himself was poorly represented, and personally, I would agree with the results if they were both represented accurately, but they were not. And the way, and like I said, Ben was very poorly represented, and that's why they're going to redo the fight. Um, but yeah, hopefully they get it right. They get it right next time.
Yeah, hopefully.
You gotta respect the man with a will as unbreakable as Hal's.
Until the day his will broke.
After his hometown got completely obliterated, Hal lost his mind. He rampaged through the core, killing everyone in his path, and absorbed the central power battery, the literal Green Lantern.
Becoming the Emerald Tyrant, Parallax.
There was only one survivor of Parallax's killing spree, Ganthet. And with what remained of his strength, he gave the last Green Lantern ring in the universe to a human, Kyle Rayner.
So, was Kyle picked for his indomitable willpower like Hal was?
He was just there. He had no idea what was going on. Must feel good being given the most dangerous magical weapon in existence to figure out on your own.
So in this particular case, the ring didn't choose Rayner. It was just given to him because the poor guy had no choice. Still think Hal will win, to be honest.
He just pawned it off on the first guy he saw.
I mean, what choice did they have? Everybody else is dead.
True.
Hey, if Colonel Sanders, Daffy Duck, Space Wheat, and a Sin.
Hold on, what?
Wait, Daffy Duck?
Out on your own. Hey, if Colonel Sanders, Daffy.
I shit you not. That's an actual episode from the series Duck Dodgers.
Oh my god!
Oh no, it's even funnier how he got the power.
How did he get the power?
Daffy Duck and Hal Jordan got hold on. Daffy Duck and Hal Jordan got their laundry mixed up.
That's fucking beautiful.
And just to make it even funnier, Hal Jordan did appear at the end of the episode to get his ring back, and he was wearing Daffy's Duck Dodgers outfit.
That is fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, if I can find the episode, I'll send it to you.
Oh, please do. I haven't seen that show in forever.
Yeah, Duck Dodgers is really good. Also, random fun fact. Even though this episode was just a dream sequence, they did do a Samurai Jack parody.
Oh,
Yes, Daffy was Jack, and his nemesis was not Aku, but Achu.
Achoo?
Yep. And yes, Achu was actually voiced by Mako. Yes, the same voice actor who did Aku.
That's awesome.
I know, right? I'll look for the episodes, and if I find them, I'll send it to you.
Please do.
Hi, bye. Hi, Bree. Bye, Bree. Hey, Bree, invite me to your game night one day. Seriously, me and her keep talking about doing game night, but it just never happens. But to be fair, it's nobody's fault. Just things happen on her end, things happen on my end, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Duck, Space Sweet, and a sentient box can master it. What's your excuse, Kyle?
The Green Lantern ring can do anything, fulfilling any wish its user desires as though it were a genie from a lamp.
It lets you fire energy blasts, create force fields, affect gravity, turn invisible and intangible, manipulate matter, time travel, warp reality, and erase things from existence.
Think we're exaggerating? Well, consider the time Kyle stretched the very fabric of space to increase the Planck length a billion times over. That's like stretching an inch into a light year.
Lanterns control time and space, letting them fly so fast they can create a Speed Force singularity.
Tapping into the Speed Force requires entering a higher dimension of space, requiring speeds that are not only faster than light, but totally immeasurable. And the rings have an artificial intelligence that operates just as fast, automatically protecting its user from danger.
Like the time that Poozer Kilowog survived being erased from existence by the Crisis on Infinite Earth.
The ring is fueled by its user's willpower.
Wait, hold on, wait, what?
What?
Okay, to give you perspective, to give you context, Zephy, the Crisis of Infinite Earths was an event in DC that basically rewrote DC lore.
Hmm.
Like not rewrote, like
I'm aware.
yeah, it basically resets it, and only a handful of characters actually survived the crisis. So anything anything pre-crisis or post-crisis is still canon for them. And what I just witnessed there was Kilowog surviving the crisis, so therefore it's the same Kilowog from the pre-crisis universe. And they're telling me that the Green
Ooh.
Lantern ring can do that.
And limited only by their imagination.
While Hal may have had the greatest willpower in the Corps, Kyle's imagination is unmatched, probably because he's a comic book artist. And we know from this show, they think of some wild shit.
But the Green Lantern's most recognizable ability is their constructs, Kyle's speciality.
Samurai armor, pirate ships, giant dragons, actual working home computers.
Oh? So with the power of the Green Lantern, he can build his own PC and become a live streamer.
Apparently.
You want the power?
Yeah, where the hell is our Green Lantern rings?
Right?
And his favorite, super fighting robots. Hey, that one looks familiar.
Kyle can make them strong enough to lift the Spectre, who weighs as much as eternity.
Or hold back a 12.3 dimensional Big Bang. Wait, 0.3? DC's multiverse has 12.3 dimensions? That is the stupidest
The
thing
fuck?
I've ever heard.
I know, right? And with Boots does in this one, that just sounds stupid.
How does that even remotely make sense?
I don't know, how does anything Gurren Lagann make sense?
Touche.
Yeah, I thought so.
The ring's only downside is that it's limited to 24 hours before needing a recharge.
So it can blow up universes, but it has the battery of an iPhone. Now,
Yeah. Yes! Once again, iPhones suck!
Never mind, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Although I'd say Kyle's biggest weakness was Kyle. With great power came no
And I just get bit slapped.
responsibility.
Perhaps a manifestation of Kyle's self-doubt. Any reflection came too late, though, when one of Kyle's villains brutally murdered his girlfriend, Alex, and put her body in a fridge.
Kyle wasn't
Oh, that is messed up.
What the fuck?
I know, right?
the only one traumatized. This moment was so infamous, it started the trope called fridging.
What?
Traumatized.
What?
This moment
What's the actual phrase? Bridging?
When a loved one is hurt, killed, maimed, assaulted, or otherwise traumatized in order to motivate that character and playing reply forward.
Okay.
Ah.
This is nothing new in comic book. Okay,
Well,
this is
yeah,
nothing new in
true.
comic books. A loved one being killed to basically motivate someone to becoming a superhero, like Batman with his parents, or Superman with his planet, or
Mhm.
Spider-Man with his uncle. But this is the moment they chose to name after, to name that trope after.
What the fuck?
No, right? Damn. Well, I learned something new today. Before this, I actually had a term. I had a term for it.
What?
I called it the Uncle Ben treatment.
Oh, jeez.
it was so infamous, it started the trope called fridging.
For how female characters are often sacrificed as mere plot devices to further a male character's development.
So it might surprise you that it happened to Kyle again.
Kyle finally got serious. He became a prominent member of the Justice League, faced off against Hal, and even rebuilt the Green Lantern Corps better than ever.
But little did he know, this torchbearer's greatest journey had only just begun.
In order to save Ganthet from an emotional lobotomy, it's a long story, he had to master all the colors of the emotional electromagnetic spectrum.
There are 7 colors, each representing
Wait, 7? I thought there were only 6. This is new to me.
Hmm.
Okay, so I do know one. I do know some of these. Okay, first of all, I thought black was one of the color, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah.
So
I know yellow is fear.
green is will. Red,
I think pink is love.
I think red is rage or anger.
Mm-hmm.
Blue and indigo is separate. Yeah, I noticed that. Um, wait, red, orange, yellow, green. Hey, it's all the colors of the rainbow, almost. And apparently Goldie's a DC expert. Um, I don't know what I don't know much about blue though, but I do know Starfire had the Blue Lantern ring at one point.
She did? Wow.
Red equals red. Wait, doesn't red represent like anger or rage? That's what I was thinking. Blue means hope. Oh, okay.
Oh.
But I do believe pink means love. I mean, I would believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Indigo compassion. Okay. Um, rage. My bad. Yep. Yep. Goldie confirmed it. Damn. We have an expert in our midst. Orange equals green. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, greed. Orange equals greed. I thought I said green. And sapphire equals love. Yep, you're right. You called it. You called it, Zephy.
a different emotion.
Yeah, the yellow one I only know because I watched the live action Green Lantern movie at one point.
And oh, here are all the colors and what they mean. Black is death, but it's not an official core. Oh, okay. So there is a Black Lantern ring. Okay. So remember when it said that all the lanterns are similar because because they can create light constructs.
Mm-hmm.
And I did say that each color had their own minor differences. Well, here you go. These are the differences. These are the differences of what they can all do. Like their unique um powers or perk.
Oh.
And I don't see green on this list, so I'm assuming green is just light constructs.
Worst horrors in your mind. The Morse light of fear lets 7 colors, each representing a different emotion. The yellow light of fear lets Kyle manipulate the worst horrors in your mind. The more scared you are of him, the stronger he becomes.
Orange light is fueled by bottomless.
More scared you are of him, the stronger he becomes.
Orange light is fueled by bottomless avarice, possessing Kyle to absorb not merely his enemies' attacks, but also their souls.
Red is rage, ripping out Kyle's heart and replacing his blood with napalm, which sounds like it sucks, but it's metal as hell.
Blue light is powered by hope and allows Kyle to heal wounds, resist mental domination, and supercharge his ring.
Indigo is compassion, reducing his opponent's will to fight and letting him open portals across space, connecting him to others.
The final one was the sapphire light of love. With it, he can trap enemies within crystal matrices and control their minds. But Kyle only mastered it by forgiving himself for Alex's tragic death.
And they just explained everything the Goldie just explained. Also, DC has its own set of fan service, as you just witnessed. At least it's not like Marvel. Remember that time that Hulk smashed for 12 hours straight?
Oh God.
And the woman somehow survived. And welcome back for the ads. Don't worry, Goldie, you didn't miss anything. They pretty much just explained what you just explained.
How the fuck do you survive 12 hours with the freaking Hulk?
I know, right?
12 hours? How do you even survive 1 hour?
Yeah, I know, that's a lot of stamina. I think I burned out after 20 minutes.
Sheesh.
Oh, self-love. I get it. Must be nice. And with their powers combined, he doesn't just make his enemies taste the rainbow.
The lights of the spectrum merged and Kyle became a white.
Wait, what about Wolverine? I need context.
I think that was an answer to my question about surviving 12 hours with the Hulk.
Well, Wolverine did fight the Hulk for like a very long time, but even though the Hulk failed to smash Wolverine during that fight, we're actually referring to a different kind of smash.
I think she knows.
Yeah, I think she does know. Survived the Hulk for 2 hours. That's true. That's true.
With total control over the power of life.
Wiz, I cannot think of an attack more useless in a death battle than something that makes you live.
Empowered by the physical embodiment of all life in the DC multiverse, Kyle is vastly more powerful than any other lantern in existence.
Far stronger than Hal, who could harness the energy of every power battery across the multiverse.
Not only can Kyle instantly heal all wounds, purify corruption, and resurrect the dead, the white light of life is strong enough to go up against threats to all of creation, like the Anti-Monitor.
Okay, so it's not totally useless.
Especially after Kyle visited the Source and acquired the life equation. Essentially the source code to reality, the life equation is mathematical proof that life is worth living.
With it, Kyle can alter all of reality at a whim, even threatening the new gods like Darkseid.
The life equation, like its counterpart, the anti-life equation, is a conceptual artifact from a higher reality, originating in a platonic realm that is, in a sense, more real than we are.
So it's not a shock that the equation made Kyle too powerful.
He struggled to control it, and it subconsciously manifested a being composed of his fears and anxieties. Oblivion. Kyle's greatest weakness was still himself.
Kyle spent his whole life struggling with the power that the gods granted him, and throughout it all, he always rose to the occasion, carrying the universe on his back.
But ultimately, the only way to stop power from corrupting is to spread it. So Kyle split the life equation into pieces to found his second core, the White Lanterns. And together, they shattered Oblivion, destroying the self-doubt that plagued Kyle once and for all.
Not bad for a comic book geek from LA.
And now he was the one giving out rings of
Next card.
Yep.
people who weren't sure if they could command it.
So he told them the truth. You can't teach someone how to use such power. You have to learn yourself, making mistakes along the way.
But with the power of life at their command, there's no end to their journey, only endless beginnings.
Well, after witnessing that, what do you think Simo's chances are?
I still think he has a very good chance.
All right. What about you, clan members who are witnessing this? What are your thoughts? I don't know. I mean, we have a being bigger than the universe itself, so big that I can escape the universe and use and weaponize the multiverse, like the actual universes. And then we have another who can who has power over life itself, who is basically a god. Oh boy. So we're gonna win this battle of gods here.
It's gonna be hard to top this one.
Nope.
Like really freaking hard.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death
It's
battle!
time for a death battle!
All right, I'm not rusty at all.
Hey dude, Green Lantern Officer Kyle Rayner here. Ring says you've got a Class A galactic super weapon, whatever that is. I'm thinking it's the giant mech. Why don't you hand it over?
Wow, that's one way to start a fight. Yeah, I'm a space cop and you're breaking the law. Let's fight. And oh my god, look at this. Gurren Lagann just towers over Green Lantern or Kyle.
That's Megas for you. That's
True.
anime Max for you.
Gurren Lagann's mine, officer. Just who the hell do you think you are?
Look at the thing!
He said the thing!
Balrog?
Gotta have the shades.
I'm told I'm bad with authority.
Tell me about it.
Four?
I love that.
I mean, I guess if you have power, I guess you have power to just make anything you want. You might as well have fun with it. Oh, they're already in space. That did not take long.
That's nothing! My drill will pierce the heavens!
He said the thing!
Here's the thing.
Take it to Gurren Lagann!
And he already went big!
Huh?
He already went big.
Yep. Man, this is escalating pretty quick.
That's really cool.
He has his own tile shaped. He has his own tile shaped mech. That's oh my god.
Yep.
We do the impossible.
See the invisible.
Touch the untouchable.
Break the unbreakable.
If you ain't know,
Now you know! I'm Shimon the Digger! If there's a wall in my way, I'll smash it down!
At the edge of the universe now.
Wait, what was that?
They're at the edge of the universe now.
stop fighting. Think about your fear of death, your love of your friends, your compassion for me, your
Oh god, he's going for a mental attack. Zephy, I think there's one thing they forgot to cover, or something I forgot to ask you.
What?
How does Simone deal with non-physical attacks?
You're about to find out.
Oh boy.
Hope for the future. Choose life.
Have faith in the Simone that believes in you.
He remembers his bro. And his famous words.
Oh boy, he just busted out his ultimate form.
My drill is the drill that will transcend the heavens! Giga Drill Free!
Yeah, Kyle is screwed.
Looks like it. Really?
He's sorry for his old drill!
Yep. I guess Kyle's going to match him point for point. Sorry, not sorry. Yep, Goldie said it best. This is the make or break moment right here.
Okay, this right here matches near the end of the final battle with the anti-spiral. That giant girl versus giant girl moment.
The super weapon wasn't your mech. It was me. Then, Simone, I'm taking you in brightest day.
Yeah, good freaking luck.
Damn, did they really? Oh my god, they exhausted so much of their power that they devolved into a fist fight.
Yep. Which that is also a moment for the second Gurren Lagann movie.
There's a Gurren Lagann movie?
2 of them.
Nice.
In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my...
Which, the second one is where the Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann form comes from. It wasn't in the anime.
But it's still canon.
Yep.
Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern fly!
He said the oath.
Same with the fist drill.
Oh boy. This is okay. I think this is the moment we're gonna find out who survives.
Yep.
Let's see you grit those teeth!
He said the thing!
You'd make a good lantern.
Simone of Earth, you have been chosen.
Just who the hell do you think I am?
He said the thing again. God damn, that was intense. I mean, it was short but intense. Holy wow. Ah,
This
man.
Fucking glorious!
Could you imagine Simone with the Green Lantern ring? Oh, that'd be a cool. That'd be a cool crossover.
Yeah.
All right, Wizard Boomstick. What the hell happened?
KO!
For the guy with the snazzy sunglasses!
When both combatants possess unlimited power, it's hard to judge them by our normal standards. Take speed. Simone can hit an infinite number of targets all at once, and Kyle can fly fast enough to surpass the normal concept of speed itself.
When you control space and time, things like strength and speed kind of become irrelevant.
Instead, let's analyze them through a lens more applicable to beings as absurd as Simone and Kyle.
Get it? Lens?
Their imagination, their willpower, and their ultimate potential.
Those are odd stats to measure for this fight. But to be fair, this fight was beyond strength or speed.
Absolutely.
First up, imagination. The boundless things they could conjure to use against the other. Both could think up just about anything the other could, like absorbing each other's attacks, fighting across time, anything.
Simone did have a few attacks that Kyle hasn't encountered, like the probability-altering missiles, but it's likely Kyle could adapt considering his ring could protect against existence being erased across the multiverse.
And in general, Kyle's constructs were a lot more creative than Simone's arsenal, which was mostly drills. Though again, nothing Simone couldn't adapt to with, say, his energy absorption. Imagination is a draw.
That leads
Naturally, yeah.
Leaves the other main factor for both characters, the origin of their unbelievable might, their willpower.
And that's really gonna be the winning factor here, since it's the source of everything for both of them. Whoever's got the stronger willpower wins.
Both can manipulate reality on a multiversal scale with their willpower, but we can use dimensions to roughly calculate a difference. This might sound absurd for most characters, but it's necessary for beings as beyond the pale as Simone and Kyle.
The multiverse labyrinth that Simone absorbed contained 11 spatial dimensions. That's 1.3 dimensions less than the multiverse Kyle's power can threaten.
And remember, each numbered dimension infinitely surpasses the one below it.
Which meant Kyle's willpower was stronger at a base level. However, that doesn't necessarily mean Kyle gets the edge, because if there's one thing both of these guys are known for, it's that they can always get stronger.
So to determine the limits of their willpower, we first need to understand their full potential.
Simone's whole deal with spiral power is how he can constantly evolve to get stronger. So just because Simone starts off weaker doesn't mean he'll stay that way.
Absorbing the multiverse labyrinth required Simone to leapfrog several orders of infinity in an instant. Simone made himself that much stronger through sheer force of will.
More than enough to close the gap with Kyle, especially since spiral power also lets him regenerate his body down to an informational level. Kyle's never destroyed something that thoroughly before.
Without the ability to easily kill Simone, it was only a matter of time before Kyle's ring ran low on charge. Especially since Simone could likely regenerate for at least a week straight, like Nia did. While Blue Lantern Light could boost Kyle's power, he's never jumped several orders of infinity in strength like Simone has.
And while Kyle could manipulate emotions to reduce Simone's willpower, Simone resisting the labyrinth's mental manipulation meant he could power through anything Kyle threw at him.
Everything, that is, except for the life equation. It originated from a higher level of reality and would have more than even the odds.
Too bad Kyle couldn't control it. It was just as much a detriment to him as an asset, forcing him to relinquish it to keep from destroying reality and himself.
Compare that to Simone, who merged with a version of himself writing a version of Gurren Lagann, and using spiral power to make that fiction into reality.
A pretty similar level of reality to the life equation, and a level of power Simone had no trouble embracing and mastering by the end of his story. No matter how you look at it, Simone might start weaker, but his peak will always transcend Kyle's. Isn't that how all of Simone's battles usually go anyway? That's Gurren Lagann in a nutshell.
So Simone's incredible potential eclipsed Kyle, which means his willpower was ultimately greater. Kyle may have embodied life itself, but Simone's unstoppable evolutionary potential would shatter even this lantern's light.
I hope Kyle at least dug the fight, because when it comes to death battle losers, he was a dead ringer.
The winner is Simone the Digger.
Him and the puns. Boy. Zephyr, you're no doubt happy about this result. Okay, Goldie looks like he has an opinion. She has an opinion. So see, I do have some issues with the recharge thing. Green Lanterns had to recharge because the power was spread from the power battery. White Lanterns never been shown to have that limit, given Kyle is the source. Simone would still win, but just had to get that out there. Wow. So essentially, what they were saying is that even though Kyle could potentially keep growing in power, there is a limit to it, whereas Simone has no limits.
Exactly.
Wow. So overall, that was a lot of fun to watch.
Don't underestimate anime. Especially this dude.